Hello everybody and welcome back to PokeAustralia. I am Jordan Blow through Bamford, and today we're back on PTCG to take a look at a Machamp Ariados deck. If you don't know what this deck is all about, it's centered around Machamp EX, 180 HP fighting type Pokemon. It's got the attack for 2 energy, 1 fighting, 1 color, Steaming Mad, which does 20 times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. This Pokemon is now confused. It also has the attack Crazy Hammer, which is the main attack that we're going to be using with this Pokemon. It does 80 damage for 2 fighting, 1 colors, and if it's affected by a special condition, this attack does 80 more. Then you remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. 3 retreat costs, psychic weakness. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use Ariados' Poison Nest to poison both active Pokemon, including Machamp. Then use Crazy Hammer for 160, remove the special condition, and either through the poison damage, which will make it 170, or through cards such as Strong Energy, Muscle Band, or Fighting Stadium, add extra damage to get KOs on EXs. So essentially we're going for the one hit KOs on any EX Pokemon. So we've got 3 Machamps as our main attacker, a 2-2 line of Ariados, 3 Landorus is kind of to power up our Machamp, because Machamp needs 3 energies to attack, so Shadow Power is how we're going to accelerate energies onto that so we can quickly attack. It's also a pretty decent attacker for 1 fighting energy. We've got 2 Hawluchas, 3 retreat cost is nice, stick a Focus Sash on these, and they could become pretty damn good. We've also got 2 Shaman just for draw support, setups really good, so we're going to have that in there, and 1 Hooper just to get out the EX Pokemon that we need, usually 2 Machamps and a Shaman. Moving on, we've got 1 Battle Compressor. This is just to get energies in the discard pile to fuel up Shadow Power. 1 Econ because we run like 5 tool cards in here. Good to shuffle the ones that we need back in. 1 Professor's Letter just to get the fighting energies if we need them. 2 Switch, just in case something gets Lysanded. 3 Ultra Balls, pretty standard. 4 VR Seekers, again pretty standard. 1 Hex Maniac just to cancel out any abilities that may be annoying us, or if it's like not much Milotic, you might be able to cancel out that Milotic ability for once. Hex Maniac's just really good, so that's why we have it in here. It does cancel out our own abilities, but it doesn't hurt us too much if we use Poison Nest first. Then have 1 Karina, 3 Karinas, sorry. Yeah, 3 Karinas. Down to the fighting Pokemon we need in an item. 2 Lysanders, 3 Birch, and I think it's 4 Sycamore. So those are pretty standard in my opinion. 2 Lysanders is definitely standard. 4 Sycamores, yeah. 3 Birch. Alright, we've got 3 Fighting Stadium, just to add the 20 extra damage onto Machamp EX's attacks. Also Landorus and Hawlucha, just to boost up their attack. 2 Focus Sash, as I said, you chuck these on a Hawlucha and they can be pretty damn nifty. Also chuck it on a Machamp and it's got, like, you know, it's not going to get 1 hit KO'd, so that's pretty good. 3 Muscle Bands just to add extra damage. 4 Strong Energy because we're running a fighting deck, so why not, and 8 basic fighting energies. So that is my Machamp Ariados deck. We're going to go and give this one a go and see how it runs. If you guys like this list, be sure to leave a like, comment on the video if there's anything you would change, let me know your opinions, and subscribe to PokeAustralia and check us out on Facebook. Let's give this a go. And we're back. We're going up against Bella, Beely, something like that. They're calling the coin flip. And we won, so we're going to go first with this deck. Usually you go first with any deck. Alrighty, man, it's not a great hand. We're gonna get the Landorus, and then I think we'll probably just Sycamore, unless we get an Ultra Ball or something. Then we can probably do something. We'll see what we top deck, and we see a Mega Mewtwo. Got the Ultra Ball, so this is gonna be Mewtwo Yveltal, probably. That's what I'm assuming. So Ultra Ball, get rid of those 2. We'll grab a Machamp. We'll play the Machamp down. We can go Fighting Energy onto Landorus. Professor's Letter. I'm just going to fail search just so I can boost up Shaman to get 5 instead of 4. Drop the Shaman, set up ability for 5 cards. Okay, that's not very good. Put down another Machamp, put a Muscle Band onto this Machamp, and then we can Professor Sycamore. Which is a shame we had to get rid of 2 VS Seekers. Alright, so we got a Landorus. This isn't going to get knocked down next turn, so I might as well just leave that. Focus. I might put this on a Machamp actually, and then I'll just pass turn. Alright. So I'm assuming it's Mega Mewtwo, the Y version, and Evil Toll. It's a pretty strong deck. So I'm going to put Mewtwo to the bench. Taking a while. Darkness onto the Mewtwo. So they're not even going to get a Scatter Shot off. And pass turn. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go... We can attack with a... No, we won't attack with a Hawlucha this turn. I was going to say we could put the fighting... the strong energy onto the Hawlucha, switch into it, and flying press for probably the 2-hit KO, but I think in the long run Machamp's going to serve us better. So we're going to go for Birch's observations here. Flip heads, cool. Also I just realized that I filled my bench up without having space for an Ariados, so I'm just going to have to wait until Landorus gets knocked out to do anything. Alright, we can Shadow Power for 20. Put a fighting energy onto Machamp. Okay. I might be able to get an AZ and then hopefully just pick something up and leave room for more Spinneract. I honestly shouldn't have benched this Landorus here. So Zoroark's going to come down. Spirit Link. Double Colors went onto that. Evo Soda. For the Mega Mewtwo. And stand in, and this is going to be a knockout, so we're probably just going to have to put up Machamp. We'll go into Hawlucha just in case, but we're probably just going to attack on Machamp this turn anyway. We'll get the knockout due to weakness. I'm just going to hold off because I think we might be able to... no, I need the strong energy. If I had a strong energy, I could put it to this and Shadow Power with a Muscle Man with Karina, but I'm just going to use Karina here to grab a level ball, or an Ultra Ball, I guess, because we don't have any level ball. So we can grab that, we'll Ultra Ball, get rid of Ariados and Hooper. I don't think those two are going to be very helpful at this point. Take a Spinneract, put it on the bench. Fighting down onto the Machamp. Free retreat with Hawlucha into Machamp, and Crazy Hammer for 200 for the KO. And hopefully Mega Mewtwo doesn't get an energy, otherwise it will be able to knock us out due to us having weakness. All they need is 1 energy and they'll knock us out. They've got 3 cards, and there's a double colorless. Okay. So now we kind of put it the back burner for a bit. We're going to have to use Landorus for a couple of turns. Hopefully... Oh no, I forgot that we had Focus Sash. It's all good. We may be able to pull something off here. Put a fighting onto this Machamp just to set it up. So currently Crazy Hammer will be doing 180. It should be enough to knock it out. Okay, so... I'm gonna... Oh, my opponent concedes. Okay, well I'm gonna give this deck just another run, so I can fully show off how it goes. So I'll see you back in that game. And here we go with Machamp Ariados. We're gonna flip the coin. We'll go for tails. Lose the coin flip. Doesn't matter too much. Alright, so my opponent's gonna elect to go first, as expected. We'll start with the Machamp. Pretty decent hand. I got stuff I can do. I won't bench the Shaman. Okay, so it looks like we're going up against some weird water deck featuring Gyarados and Glaceon. Alright, interesting. It's not really meta, but we'll see how it goes. I will draw a card from the mulligan. Alright, so we're going to start out with an Articuno, not the good Articuno, or the decent Articuno anyway. Alright, so they didn't get anything down. We can put down a Fighting Stadium, we can Ultra Ball away Sycamore and a Fighting Stadium to grab Hooper. If we grab Hooper, no, I don't think we should grab Hooper. I think we should just play it safe and grab a Spinneract. If I didn't have the Shaman in hand, I probably would have grabbed Hooper, but I do, so I can Shaman for 3. Alright, so we're going to put Muscle Band down on there. I'm going to actually Birch this turn because I don't want to get rid of that Ariados just in case I need it later on. So we'll go for the Birch. We get heads anyway, so that's pretty cool. We're going to put down another Machamp. Put a Fighting onto this one. I'll put a Focus Sash onto this Machamp and then I can pass turn. Alright, so not a bad first turn. Next time we're going to get the Ariados set up and we can, if they attack me, which I don't think they're going to be able to do, they're going to get the 3 water energies from their deck into their hand. Okay, so my opponent hasn't played much. Basically we'll go Fighting Energy here, Ariados, VS Seeker. I'll just take the Sycamore. I kind of also want a Professor's Letter just to grab 1 Fighting Energy, just to have it in there in case we need to Shadow Power in a couple of turns. So I'll just take 1 Fighting Energy and I will play Professor Sycamore. So we grab Switch, Landorus, put the Landorus down. I won't poison myself. I don't think I can use this, can I? We'll give it a shot. I just confused myself. Damn, that wasn't very smart of me. I didn't think it would let me do that. Okay, so now I'm confused by my own stupidity. It doesn't matter because I got Switch, I got Birch. I might be able to pull something off next turn. We are going to get attacked as well for Freezing Wind for 100. If my opponent doesn't bench anything there, I think we should be all good. What is my opponent going to do? They're going to pay the Fan Club, so they're going to get a bench Pokemon down this turn. Phoebus and Regice. Okay, so Regice worries me because it does stop my Machamp from attacking, so I'm going to have to resort to using Landorus' Sky Lariat attack to knock this thing out. This has a weakness to water as well. Okay, so we're going to get hit for 100. I might just put the normal Fighting Energy down here. There's nothing I can't really play Switch this turn. That's the problem. Because if I switch, I'm just going to go for the Birch's Observations, hopefully get a Switch and a Hawlucha. I really misplayed last turn. Switch, no Hawlucha. Okay. Well, I may as well go for the Crazy Hammer. Oh, I'm going to get knocked out if I don't, so I might as well poison my opponent. And go for the Crazy Hammer, and let's hope we flip heads. And we do. Thank God for that. So we're going to be able to take our first prize card from the game, from that Articuno. And there's our Hawlucha. So we got a very interesting hand. Even if Regice won't come up, but I can Lysander it up and knock it out. So that was probably going to be my next turn. Just trying to get rid of that Regice just so it doesn't come back later in the game to bite me. In the meantime, we can power up another Machamp. So we should be set for a couple of turns anyway. I'm assuming my opponent's probably going to throw up the Phoebus just to get rid of it and power up Regice for a couple of turns. I don't think they played the good Milotic in here, would they? They might play the other Milotic and knock itself out in Resistance Blizzard. My opponent isn't active, so if they're not back in 10 seconds, then I'll win anyway. I hope that's not the case, because then I've just got 2 really boring games to show you. and it is. Okay, so I will try once more to get a good game. We'll see how that goes. And I'm back for the third time. We're going against Worthless. I think I said it right. Probably not though. They're calling the coin flip, and they're taking a while to do it. I lost the coin flip. Okay, so my opponent's probably going to elect to go first. Yep. Alright. So this is my third time trying to play this. Not a great hand. Well, actually it's not a bad hand. So my last two games have not been very entertaining. My opponents just quit due to the sheer power of Machamp. We see a Mewtwo. I saw a Mewtwo last game. Spirit Link comes down. I don't know which version. It's probably going to be Mega Mewtwo. Okay, so it's going to be using the damage change Mewtwo. So basically what this deck is they use the Megas, both of them usually, and they use damage change to kind of, with Shrine of Memories, they get 200 damage on them, and then damage change, heal the Mewtwo, and get rid of all their damage. We're going to see a battle compressor for the 3 energies. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to put the muscle band down on here, play the Hooper. We will get 2 Machamps, 1 Shaman. That sounds like a good idea. So we'll drop them. I'll play the Professor's Letter, and actually, you know what, I'm actually not going to play the Shaman. I was hoping that I could get my hand size down to 3 and then I would play it, but it's honestly not worth it just because it's going to be a Lysander target later in game. So I'll just do that. We draw this, and now I might be able to play the Shaman. Yeah, I'll play the Shaman this turn, okay. So we get to draw 3 off that Shaman, get the Fighting Stadium, get that out of there, and we can Flying Press for, I think it's 120, yeah, 120 damage onto the Mewtwo. So even if they get the Mega off next turn, I'm still going to be able to one-shot it with Hawlucha. That's a very strong attack from Hawlucha, that Flying Press. 60 for 1. When you've got strong energy, Muscle Band, and Fighting Stadium, being able to hit for 120 for 1 energy is pretty ridiculous. The only downside is the ability, which stops it from being affected by weakness and resistance. Otherwise it would be really good, and also that it can only attack EX Pokemon. Alright, so what is my opponent going to do? I'm assuming probably not stay with the Mewtwo active. Fighting down onto Landers. Did they play support? They played Shaman last turn. Okay, so we're going to get Escape Roped. I'm going to put up the Shaman because Landers won't do any damage to Shaman, which is pretty cool. Oh, to do 40. I forgot that I had Fighting Stadium out. That's my bad. So Shaman will take the 20. Alright, the downside is, well actually it's not a downside because I just got the Lysander, so I can Lysander up this Mewtwo. Fighting onto the Shaman. I was going to say I'm not going to be able to attack this turn, but I got the card I needed, and I can Flying Press for the knockout. Take our first 2 prize cards of the game. And if my opponent is like the previous 2 opponents, they will quit right about now. Okay. So we've taken out the first Mewtwo. We've got a VS Seeker, so if they drop, and there we go. I told you it would happen. So I'm not going to play anymore with this deck. It's pretty damn strong. That's made my opponents quit 3 times now. If you guys enjoyed this deck, give it a like on the video. Subscribe to our channel for some more content. Check the bottom of the video for the description box where I'll link you to our Facebook page. Give that a like also. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.